Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for the middle of January 2023. We are just going to jump right in here and we are going to see what is going on for you at this time, Libra. What's really funny is you have this wolf card that says cunning and stealth, but you have this flowers card that says romance and sweetness. When I sat down, you're the first reading that I'm doing today. And when I sat down, that card was at the top of the deck here. And then I shuffled the deck, and there it is again. So clearly that card was meant to come out for you today. So there could be romance coming in for you. Could just be like a nice week for you as well. Again, if you don't want love. Even if you do, I think that it could just be a very, looking at the cards here, it could be a very friendly week for you where, maybe people who matter to you are supporting you or kind of like helping guide you or whatever the case may be. But, it kind of looks good to me. Again, it does look good if you do want love, of course. So you have the Two of Cups right here. So, definitely could be a good love week. But let's see what we have going on for you. Again, you have this cunning and stealth card. There's like, I would say that it would probably be a good week for you to keep things to yourself. Not the only sign to get this, by the way. It just seems to be one of those weeks where, I don't know, maybe if the wrong person hears about something that you want to do or a person that you're interested in or something like that, it could ruin the situation. So I basically just wouldn't let that happen. I kind of feel like that card is just saying keep things to yourself. I also feel that some of you, it's like you're playing some sort of game here, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that, like, I feel like you maybe have some information for some reason, and it could be about a person or it could be about a business or a situation. And I feel like this information is going to benefit you. So again, I feel like if you know what I'm talking about, then that message is for you. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then it's not for you. But I feel like for some of you, just looking around here, it's almost as if, in like work or business, maybe you know things that other people don't. And I feel like this is going to benefit you greatly. And again, that is the information that I would be keeping to myself if I were you. That's what this reading is saying. You have the Chariot here, so there's some sort of victory coming in for you at this time. I also feel for some of you that you're about to like move on to something new. If we go this direction right here, Chariot, Death card to the Fool card, it's like there's some sort of new beginning coming in for you. And it could be a big transformation with the Death card. The reason that I said the Moon is because on the Death card, there are these two pillars right here that show up on the Moon card right above my finger there. And the Sun is coming up between those two pillars. So I kind of feel like the Sun is coming up in your life. I feel that you're entering into a much better time of your life as well. You have this Page of Pentacles. So I do feel like if you don't want love, there could clearly be a new person coming in. The other thing that I'd say is clearly, I feel like your finances are improving this week. 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, even the Chariot, to me, can say you're kind of like getting a handle on your finances. It's almost as if you're taking control here with that Chariot card. The other thing that I would say is that Chariot represents as above, so below. He has these moons on his shoulders and these stars in the canopy there above his head. And it kind of represents as above, so below energy. For some reason, with these two cards, Page of Pentacles and Chariot, of all the cards, it's like things are more in alignment, and what I mean by that is I feel like things in your life look more like how you want them to look. Maybe, again, I'm not suggesting things are perfect, far from it, but it's like I feel things are going in the right direction. You have the Hangman here as well. It's like you've been waiting for this for a very long time. So I feel like some of you are like, it's like finally, getting the things you desire, or finally living the life that you've wanted to live for a very long time. With the Chariot, yes, 10 of Pentacles, I knew that Chariot was connected financially. It kind of popped into my head all of a sudden when I was looking at the 8 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles here. I was kind of like, the Chariot is talking about finances. And here you go. I feel there that you are kind of like moving towards something that's much, much better for you if you're changing jobs, businesses, or whatever. I feel like this is going to lead to the most success for you. 10 of Pentacles, everybody's probably focused on the 10 of Pentacles. I always say that we have Uranus and Taurus, and I think that if you're alive right now, the best thing that you could possibly do is focus on your 10 of Pentacles, which is building and leaving a legacy. It's like basically focusing on the things that you want to build in your life permanently. Businesses, relationships, whatever it is, doesn't matter. And again, I like to remind people that 10 of Pentacles is like a living, breathing thing. It's something that maybe changes over time. It's something that you have to work on for a long period of time as well. It's a legacy. You don't just like build a legacy overnight, right? It takes a long time. and work on for the rest of your life. But, again, I think with Uranus and Taurus, pretty much everyone is very focused on creating stability or creating a certain sense of freedom. And that's what it looks like you're doing. With the Page of Pentacles, you have the Four of Swords. And if you've been taking a break from love, I feel like there is new love coming in. For others, I feel like you're just taking a break in general, probably all the retrograde energy. And it's like this, I think these next 2 weeks here, the last 2 weeks of January, are really going to feel like you're kind of finally moving forward. Like I was saying earlier in the reading, it's like I go from like feeling sleepy to feeling motivated here in your reading. That's the best way I could describe this part of it. And so that's what I feel like is going on. With the Hangman, you have the Devil. You have the Devil twice. You also have the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn. So this could be just a person who has Capricorn in their chart. Could be a Capricorn in general. But if you're looking for love, definitely could be a Capricorn person. Again, I don't really get any bad vibes off this Devil energy. I would pay attention to the truth. You have a lot of cards of truth here. King of Swords. Even the Devil can represent getting to the truth. And you have the Page of Swords, which is kind of like searching for the truth on the... if we look at the highest vibration version of the Page of Swords, he's kind of like my card of being a detective. He like really looks into things and gets to the bottom of things. So I feel like as long as you're focusing on the truth, things will be fine. I really don't get bad vibes off the Devil. I feel like it's more a person that could be coming in for you. You have this Stag spirit, and it says take the lead. I really feel you have to tap in with your intuition as well. The stag has these big antlers on its head, and part of the stag medicine is that they kind of are able to tune into other dimensions and things like that with their antlers. So I feel a lot of you are very in tune this week, or for the next 2 weeks, for the second half of the month, and probably a little bit longer as well. And I would really trust your intuition. You have the Two of Cups, the Death card, and the Ten of Wands. I do feel like you're bringing something to an end here that has been a burden, with the Death card as well. Death is a transformation. Normally, I say that the Ten of Wands is actually a good card because he is normally carrying his harvest. It's something that he planted, and he's bringing it to his home back here. So he's about to have a harvest. It's like, yeah, he's burdened. Yes, he has the responsibility of the harvest, but he's about to receive his rewards for his hard work. And I do kind of feel this is kind of like saying, don't give up, because you go to the Eight of Pentacles, and again, he's done a bunch of work right here on the Eight of Pentacles. And the King of Swords, it could be you, Libra. And the King of Swords is my card of like authority, and you have that take the lead card. So some of you, if you've been working on becoming an authority figure, again, we have an amazing opportunity with Pluto and Aquarius. I've been saying that to me with Pluto and Aquarius, anything you can do, especially since you're an air sign, anything you can do to get attention, if you want to become a mentor, a leader in some sort of field, if you want to be a recognized expert for something, it could be any topic, doesn't matter. These are the years that you are going to want to put in that work, because you will stand out big time. You also have the Two of Cups. There's something in this reading, like a kind of surrounding energy. I don't know what else to call it, where I really feel like you need to listen to your higher self. Two of Cups, yes, it could be love, but I always say that the Two of Cups is like you and your higher self. And it's like your higher self is trying to guide you. I feel that this week, I keep wanting to say this week to you in this reading, the week of the 16th here, Libra. What I would say is, I had to look at the date because I didn't even know. But for whatever reason, I know that this is a mid-monthly reading, but I would say the week of the 16th, I would be paying very close attention to signs, symbols, things that you see. And again, it's going to be different for all of you, but if you have like a certain number that you always see, if, it could be any type of symbol, I feel like you will be seeing those symbols. I'm also getting that you need to ask for the symbols as well. Like if you're asking the universe, like I feel like you should ask the universe for a sign that you're moving in the right direction, or maybe you're not sure what to do in your life, or in your love life, or in your business life. And again, I would just ask for a sign, because I feel that you're really tapped in this week, and I feel like the universe wants to give you a sign. With the Two of Cups, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you have the Eight of Pentacles twice now. Love it. This is definitely very positive right here, and right here as well for your finances. Eight of Pentacles to me represents material success on the horizon. So I feel there could be just a lot of money coming in for you based off of the work that you have already done. Obviously, if you haven't done work, then I would take advantage of this energy and I would do some extra work or something this week, because there's probably going to be more money. With the Death card, you have the Eight of Cups. I do feel like some of you have gotten to the bottom of a situation. And I was kind of saying this at the beginning. It's like, I get something about having information that, I don't want to say it's secret information because you have it, but maybe you learned about a secret, maybe you learned about a person's secret or something like that. Again, really, it's not coming in very clear, the message that I'm getting. And as I always say, I don't claim to know everything. I don't trust any psychic that claims they know everything that is happening. And sometimes we're just not meant to know. But I feel if the message is for you, it's for you. You know what I'm talking about. And what I would say here is that I feel like this is leading to a change. Again, for some of you, I feel it's love, where you have you learn something about a person. For others, I feel this is about a business matter. And again, if it's a business matter, career, or if it has to do with money, even if you're retired, I would keep that to yourself right now. And again, I kind of feel this reading is saying whatever it is that you learned about, I would put the work into it. Maybe you learned about a new opportunity, or maybe you learned about some money that's hidden that you could find, or I don't know. I would put the work in. The Eight of Pentacles is literally saying if you put the work in, you will get the reward. With the Ten of Wands, you have the Ace of Swords, definitely a victory coming in for you. Don't give up. If you're working towards something this week, I would definitely say don't give up on whatever it is that you're working towards. I keep wanting to say this week. So this week is clearly very important for you, the 16th. But again, this reading is for the second half of the month. So, take it how it resonates. But you have, in your next row here, you have this card that says, you won't always feel alone. You're attracting your soul tribe. Again, if you're looking for love, looks really good. You have this legal card. It says, dealing with legal issues or life lessons. And what else does it say? Seek an expert, King of Swords, especially if you're handling legal matters. I always say with the King of Swords that if you are dealing with any problem at all, and it doesn't matter what gender it is, could be any gender with the Knight of Swords, that there is probably a person who can solve your problems very, very quickly. So again, if you have a health issue, a legal issue, go to a doctor, go to a lawyer. If you have any other issue, find an expert who knows what they're talking about. Someone who has results as well. Eight of Pentacles twice. If I were you, it's like I wouldn't just hire Joe Blow from Google, just searching for a lawyer. I would make sure you're digging into the reviews. Make sure that someone is legitimate and everything like that, right? Eight of Pentacles is a card of really digging deep. Same thing with the Page of Swords as well. So I think it'll be worth it, for you to, hire a lawyer if you need one, or go to the doctor if you need one, or it could be anything else as well. This doesn't even have to be a bad thing. This could be a good thing. It could be for your business. Like I said, maybe there's a person who has some information about business that you don't have. And yeah, maybe you'd have to hire this person, but it could just be just what you need, right? You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Fool card. I do feel like you are afraid of feeling foolish. It's like fearing making a mistake. You see how this Fool is kind of like hanging on to this card here? There is a way to read the Fool that the Fool is normally going towards the edge of the cliff here on a traditional Fool card. This is the After Tarot. And he is trusting that the way is going to appear. He is trusting that if he takes a leap of faith, that the next step is going to appear. There's like another way to read the Fool, which is that actually he's meant to go kind of around the edge of the cliff, and he's meant to have learned from the first time that he made a mistake, if that makes sense, right? In the tarot, we go from the Fool to the World, and then we start all over again. And, it kind of suggests that he needs to have learned from the first time that he did something and maybe made a mistake, right? So I that is popping into my head. I never use that meaning, so there you go. And again, I would just trust that I would make sure you don't repeat any mistakes, number one, and I would look out for mistakes that you've made in the past. I feel like you could avoid something and probably create a lot more success for yourself with this Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles, I love for you. I feel like your finances could be increasing here, so if you're trying to increase your finances, I love this. This also looks like the Three of Pentacles here, so as always, I think that we are living in a time where teamwork makes the dream work for sure. You have the Queen of Pentacles as well. Could be a Capricorn person who could help you. Could be like a parent, mother. Could be. It doesn't have to be though. It could be a friend, a family member, something like that. If you need help, I also do feel. Well, I don't really feel like this is a love reading. There is a little bit of love here. So if you want love, I do feel there could be a Capricorn person coming in for you. Someone who's very resourceful. I would also encourage you to be very resourceful. Like I've said, I don't know. I think we're going to see a lot of weird stuff going on with money for like a while. And I keep telling people the worst thing you can do is be paranoid about it. I think the best thing you can do is be resourceful, right? I think it's an amazing time. Again, there is, people always say to me, you're like too positive. You only focus on how to fix a situation. I'm like, yes, I focus on how to fix situations. Exactly. It's like there's nothing we can do if the powers that be are trying to, do whatever they're trying to do here, right? Crash the market, do whatever, right? But what I think we can do is we can be resourceful. We can focus on our resources. We can focus on other ways of acquiring things that we need, and all that other stuff. So put your thinking cap on, right? With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Six of Wands, a victory. I'm telling you right now, if you're dealing with a problem or an issue, could be legal, that like hiring a person, finding an expert, finding just someone who knows more than you with that King of Swords is going to solve your problem very, very quickly. I would also be careful of people like asking you for money and things like that. I feel like I said this to you recently as well. It's popping into my head again. With the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Page of Wands. Could be new love coming in for you here. I feel like this person has a resume. Is what I feel like saying. If there's love coming in for you, I feel like this person has a good resume. Let's put it that way. And I also feel like they have the goods, like to back up what they say they can do in a relationship. I don't even think this person talks. I think that this person might be a little bit more reserved as well in a relationship, but I think it's because they don't need to talk. So if you're looking for love, I feel like you have a person that really shows, they demonstrate, right? They don't talk about what they can do. I hope that makes sense. With the Fool, you have the Six of Cups, 2 6s in this row. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I love 2 6s, especially when they show up in a row, a column, whatever you want to call it. To me, it represents, like, it's confirmation for your path. It basically just says you're going in the right direction. Also, could be a soulmate coming in for you. 6 of Cups, 2 of Cups. Love it. Next, you have this Unicorn card. It says good fortune and friendship on it. So I do feel that there is clearly good fortune coming in for you. It is interesting. I didn't even read this card at the beginning, but I think I said something about friendship or friends at the beginning of the reading. So I do feel it's a very social week. It's like to me, you feel more social in the reading. That's the best way I can describe it. I don't know. Maybe you just feel like you want to be around people more. Maybe you just feel like you want to socialize more. I would be doing all those things. Again, partially because of the King of Swords. Again, you have the King of Swords, Devil, and the Page of Swords. I really feel there's a person in your life who can kind of like solve things for you very quickly, like I've been saying, but it could also be a friend. It's like, you never know. You might be just randomly talking about something, and maybe your friend has a solution to the problem, or maybe they know a person that knows a person that can help you solve your problem. I would be open to those opportunities. It just seems important. I also feel like this is you. You have the leadership card. You have this card. King of Swords is kind of like being a mentor, taking the lead. So if you have anything that you want to do in career, work, or business, could be taking the lead. You have the Devil here, and sorry, I have to cover this up, but anyway, whatever. I'm just going to show it here. With the Devil, again, I would avoid toxic situations, but I really feel pretty good about this Devil. I feel like it could just be talking about work. And you have the Page of Swords here. It's like you're getting to the bottom of something here, Libra. I really feel like you're kind of diving deep, especially with that Eight of Pentacles. You could be digging into like an interest or something like that. We're going to find out right now, and I feel like it could be very profitable for you, whatever it is. Let's see. With the King of Swords, you have the Ace of Wands here. A lot of aces. It's crazy to me because, everybody's been getting like a ton of aces. So I feel like there could be a lot of opportunity, a lot of new opportunities for you, Libra. And these could be creative opportunities as well. It could be increasing the passion. I also kind of feel that since you have the Ace of Wands here, you have the Six of Wands, you have the 10 of Wands, that tapping into your creativity, again, Page of Wands as well, would be a really good idea. If you have any, I would be thinking more like creative solutions, but also I like to remind people, these could be good things as well. It's like maybe you have a business, maybe it's doing really well. How can you be more creative with that business? Maybe adding more creativity will have you doing even better. Same thing with your career, same thing with your love life and everything else. I feel like this is saying get creative because that's probably where the solutions are. With the Devil, you have the 10 of Wands. Again, something, again, this is some sort of truth because you have the Ace of Swords with the 10 of Wands. Remember at the beginning of the reading, I was talking about the truth with the Devil as well. I do feel like you're getting to the bottom of some sort of truth. It's like one of those things. I would be careful of like a past person as well if you don't want to hear a truth. So definitely something I would avoid. With the Page of Swords, you have the Knight of Wands here. Yeah, you could be learning that someone is inconsistent, like a past person. I kind of also feel like this is a new person. Could be a fire sign for sure, clearly, that's coming in for you, or a Capricorn. Or a fire sign with Capricorn, a Capricorn with fire is kind of jumping in here. But I feel like, again, this person, they have receipts. They have like a resume. That was the word I think I used. This person is very clear about what they want. So if it's new love, that's what I would be moving towards. But pretty simple reading. I would, number one, focus on finding an expert. Number two, I would be also being creative this week. We're going to pull 5 main themes for you as well and see. You have this negotiation card. I keep saying no negotiation. I think that we are in a time that reminds me of the 7 of Cups. So if you like just the energy in general, Libra, I would say that to me, it's like we could have some sort of big goal, and then the secret with the energy is I feel like the energy is making us settle. And not that the energy can make us do anything, but I'm just saying, like, we could set out to start some sort of big business, and then we think, oh, like, yeah, but I don't really want to put all that work. And maybe you don't. You have to be honest with yourself. Again, honesty, Ace of Swords. But at the same time, it's like if you're capable of doing something, you should do it. So I feel like this is really saying no settling. Next, you have this adaptability card. I feel like you are very adaptable at this time. And I also feel that you're kind of like able to create the things that you want. But again, I've been encouraging, because of the eclipses that we just had and until basically April, the next set of eclipses, I would be as adaptable as you possibly can. If something doesn't work, it doesn't mean that it's not going to work. It just means the way you're doing it isn't going to work. It could be anything. Trying to reach a goal, finding love, whatever you're trying to do. I would just try new things and be creative. You have the bluff card here. Someone thinks that you're calling their bluff. I don't think you are. This could be a past person who thinks that you're just bluffing and you're not. So, do with that what you will. Next, you have this resistance card. I feel this is the 10 of Wands twice coming up in your reading. I always say, my favorite book of all time, The War of Art. In that book, he says that when we are closest to our goal, that's when we feel the most resistance. So I feel like you need to blast through the resistance and be creative. I think one of the solutions that he talks about is tapping into your creativity. Next, you have this Enterprise card. Definitely money coming in for you. This is all about money. This reading, I feel like you are improving your financial status, or you're just taking control of your life in a big way. I like this reading. It's because it's so simple. So thank you for being here, Libra. I really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your month, not your week, although it seems to be focused on your week. So thank you.